So fall camp is officially here. Football season is here. And we had two kind of quotes. So Kurt Campbell and Wink Martindale both had a presser. And there was kind of one piece that I pulled from each quote. The first being Kurt Campbell, who's now in charge of the offense at Michigan. And he made a big statement because we didn't know that this was going to be the case until this was said. The QB depth chart going into fall is going to be based on seniority, which means Jack Tuttle, who's been playing football for 11 years, I'm exaggerating, but 7, he's going to be starting in the beginning. Everyone will get reps with the ones, all of them, every single quarterback, but it's going to be a seniority-based depth chart. So what did you think of that quote? And was that what you expected going into the fall, TJ?
I think it's the right approach. I think they've done this before. I think this is a hardball philosophy thing where they've done this. I think it's the right thing to do. And also, on this, Kurt Campbell said they don't have the quarterback decided, and they're going to wait until week 1 to make a decision. He said this in his press conference today, which is the right approach again. So the Jack Tuttle smoke we were hearing 2 weeks ago, and I told you guys, I'm not buying it. They're not even in camp yet. Listen, I'm not saying it won't be the outcome, but what I am saying is they don't know today. I don't know wherever that's coming from, which we do know where it's coming from. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be a battle. This is the right approach. Let the seniority get the first reps, and then may the best man win. And do not hand it to anybody. That's it too. Look, we're Team Orgy here. As Ferris likes to point out, Alex Orgy can indeed throw a forward pass. But, at the end of the day, we are Team Michigan, and we just want Michigan to win and have the best opportunity to win. So whoever that is, may the best man win, and I think the approach they're taking with it is the correct approach.
All right. If you want to take Cody's comment first, and we can, if you'd like. I can riff off that.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Cody, for the $5. So I hate to be that guy, hearing a lot that Tuttle is on par or ahead of Orgy. A few other guys I follow are saying it more and more. Thoughts? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, kind of like I said, listen, I know we've heard it too, but at the end of the day, camp has not started. I'm not buying it. I think personally, these kids are going to go through a camp battle, and I don't think anyone's won the job yet. There's no way you're going into camp with these 3 options being well, Tuttle's going to be, no, you got to see what Tuttle does in camp. And how do we know? I mean, I'm not going to bring it up, but things happen in camp, where players are unable to play, I'm not going to say the word to jinx it. I'm not trying to jinx somebody, but at the end of the day, these kids are going to have to earn this job. And I don't think anyone has been, I'll tell you this right now. I'd be willing to bet money the coaching staff has no idea who the starter is at week 1. So there's no way anyone has a source telling them anything on that. No way.
Yeah. So John, can you pull up our names and our little taglines underneath that, just so I can fully articulate?
Hold on a sec.
Oh shit! Yeah,
it's all right if you can't.
I got it.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Thanks.
Yes, I believe that Alex Orgy can complete a forward pass, and so I think. I mean, this is not a numbers-based analysis. I need to kind of separate my emotion from so from a emotional standpoint, he has the biggest upside. Will he have the majority of passes in the season? Yes. Will other quarterbacks play? Yes. And I think that'll probably happen in game 1. I think there'll be some level of split duty. And I think it plays into, they need to win the game. They need to beat Fresno State, but they also need to get Texas kind of thinking. You're thinking about different things. So I don't think, my personal opinion is that they will name a starting quarterback until we start playing that Texas game. And that will be the starting quarterback for the rest of the year, unless there's an injury or unless there's some situation where they're getting blown out by Texas and they've got to make a move.
And you might see it literally a minute before the Texas game starts, you'll see that footage that they always show, like right before kickoff, where they show like who's taking the snaps and everything. That's probably when you're going to see. I don't even think they'll make the announcement before that, because why would they? If this is going to drag on, they might as well not give Texas any indication of which quarterback they're going to face.
I was just going to say that. So, like, that's another thing too. No, it's a great point, John. Why the hell would you tell Texas who the hell the starting quarterback is? Why would you limit their preparation? No, you make them prepare for all three quarterbacks. You know what I mean? So this is not only, this is freaking chess we're talking about here. Michigan's not going to give their hand. They're not going to tip their hand on what they're going to do. They're going to play this close to the vest all the way to week 1. And I agree, Ferris. I think it is possible you see a split quarterback situation with week 1. I think we all agree we should probably handle Fresno State pretty easily, especially because they don't have a head coach right now, they have an interim coach right now. And I think Michigan is going to, it's potentially possible Michigan does identify a quarterback, and they're still going to keep it quiet from the public. And I wouldn't even say that's potentially possible. It's probably highly likely. That's just the reality of it.
Yeah, it's to their advantage. Just hypothetically, if there's a 100-page playbook, and each quarterback is 20, is focused on 20 pages, two different sets of 20 pages, then make Texas have to prepare for anything, that entire 100-page playbook, right? So
I hear what you're saying. Like, each quarterback overlaps 60% of the playbook, and then the other 40%.
Yeah. Let's say something like that, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But like, even beyond that, they don't know what the hell the playbook is. But like, the reality is they got to watch the film. I don't know if my camera just froze. I saw that. Am I froze?
We can hear you. No, you moved.
Now you're back.
Yeah,
you're back.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, they have no idea what the playbook is, especially with a new offensive coordinator, Kirk Campbell. But they are not going to know. It's going to be the element of surprise to the best of their ability, right? So we'll see where it goes. I mean, and let me also stress this too, because especially, for me and Ferris, because we're going to do the pregame show for the Fresno State game, as well as our lead up that week. And me and John's going to have the postgame show. That our offense week 1 is going to be very vanilla. So be very prepared right now that Michigan is not going to show its cards before week 2 against Texas. So I can already tell in the postgame show, John, we're going to get some phone calls. People are like, what the hell? We're not, but just be ready that Michigan's going to keep their cards close to the vest for that game. Because obviously I think we all understand how critical that game is for the season.
It's a night game. So the juices will be flowing though. So I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
It's
I think it's at 7:30.
7:30
game. Yeah. Right. Yep.
Yeah. I think they're gonna play vanilla unless Fresno State somehow forces them not to. Right? If Fresno State keeps it a close game and Michigan may have to pull the tab back, of course they're gonna win the game no matter what. So if they need to put a drive together and peel off to page 2 on the playbook, they're going to do it. But otherwise, and I don't anticipate that happening, that there's going to be a lot of Donovan Edwards and Khalil Mullings inside zone.
Yeah, I agree with that. Shout out to Nate Jordan. He says, I love the channel. I'm a new member. My name is Nate. Let's go blue. Shout out, Nate. Appreciate you joining the channel. I didn't quite see. Do we have him in the membership thing, John? Or maybe he joined a couple days ago.
Yeah, he might be saying he just became a subscriber, because I don't see a
thank you for
badge.
Subscribing. Yeah. If you are a subscriber, we appreciate you subscribing.
Absolutely. Welcome to the voice of college football and the Michigan channel. Okay, we got a lot still to rock through here. So here we go. Let's roll. So number 1 defense in the country, according to Wink Martindale. I love his attitude. I don't know about you guys, but there was a little piece of me in the back of my head when he was announced, does he have that second win? Does he have that drive? I know he's going to be a competent defensive coordinator because of everything he's done, but it seems like he's gotten this reinvigoration in every interview I've seen him at. He seems ready to do this, and he wants the defense to be the top in the country.
Dude, Wink Martindale has that fuck you mentality. For any children listening, I apologize, but he's literally on some FU shit, and I love it. He's literally about let's put the ball on the field and let's smash. I mean, Wink Martindale's press conference today was very interesting, and look, it echoes what we've been saying. We feel confident we're a top 10 defense, possibly top 5, maybe number 1 in the nation. We should be better than we were last year. I'd be more confident in that and saying that if Rod Moore never got injured. If Rod Moore never got injured, I may guarantee we'd be better. But with that unknown, we'll see. But we should be a damn good defense this year. And I think Wink knows that. Wink knows we're going to be good. He was talking about how he likes his corners to play man. He likes to have multiple packages for blitzing and then he got into what he was going to do with the safeties, and he's like, well, don't worry about what our safeties are going to do, because we have disguises and stuff like that, So, shout out to Wink Martindale. I think he is a great transition from Jesse Mentor to the new defensive coordinator.
Yeah, quick points about that. I think Angelique asked him about Don Brown. What about Don? Like the Don Brown thing. I think it was Angelique. So. And he talked about looking at his sort of body of work, not just the last year. Actually, out of the whole interview, what I liked the most was when he was talking about Sharon Moore. And he is so all in with Sharon Moore. He called him an excellent leader. He said, Sharon Moore cares. He cares about players' families. He cares about my own family. It was just great to see that. You could see the presence that Sharon Moore has. He is not a rookie coach in that sense of the word. He knows what he's doing, and he is evolved into being a CEO leader very quickly. It took. I mean, we're saying it is very quickly, but year one, and I have total confidence in Sharon Moore. Dependent Fanatic had an interesting comment, but I just kind of scrolled past it there.
I had it on the screen.
Okay.
That's another one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll see what. I mean, you can tell that he's enthusiastic. He isn't playing out the string in his career or anything like that. He is. He wants to win. He wants to make Sharon more successful and the whole team successful. You can see reinvigorated, I think, is what Dependent Fanatic said, right? So I agree with that word.
Yeah, and I also like Moose's comment because he's right.
Yes.
Wink Martindale said, we're never the hunted, we're always the hunters. And you can see that in the coaches that were brought in. You can see that in the players that we have in Michigan. And he's right. And Dan Campbell, Lions are obviously my NFL team. And Dan Campbell has a quote that's one of my favorite quotes ever. And he says, if you're looking for us, you don't have to look far because we'll be on your front porch when you open the door. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one of the hardest quotes I've ever heard in my life. And look, hey, good luck in November, Steve. Enjoy that out, buddy, and enjoy your coaching search too, bro.